Let's welcome the best superintendent. So are you looking at me? You don't know who I'm going to call. Let's welcome the one and only Mr. Colridge Minto, Superintendent in charge of St. Elizabeth. My squaddy, my fellow pastor from the New Testament Church of God. Yeah. Good God! Take it. Catch it. Leviticus. Put your hands together for the superintendent.
Black River, good evening. Good evening, Black River. My task this evening is to do the official welcome. If I could sing, I would sing, but I leave that to Steve Hepburn. Good to have you, Bishop.
Bless you, bro.
Mr. Stephen Sheriff, Custos Rotolorum Acting, the Honorable Floyd Green, Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Elizabeth, and the Minister of Agriculture, Culture and Mining, Fisheries and Mining rather, His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Richard Solomon, Mr. Dwight Salmon, Councillor for the Black River Division, other councillors, caretakers, and political representatives here, Mr. Clifford Blake, Deputy Commissioner of Police, and representing Dr. Kevin Blake, our Commissioner of Police, Mr. Christopher Phillips, Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of Area 3, and for those who don't know, Area 3 covers Clarendon, Manchester, and St. Elizabeth. Ms. Delia Garrick, Officer in charge of the Constabulary Communications Network, and she's a Senior Superintendent of Police. Reverend Dione Duncan, Deputy Chaplain for the Western Region. Reverend Stacy Layla Nose, Chaplain for the Non-Geographic Formation. Other ministers of religion present. Mr. Robert Gordon, Senior Superintendent of Police and the Operations Officer in charge of Area 3. Ms. Karen Bernard Thompson, Deputy Superintendent of Police in charge of Administration. Ms. Marlene Bailey, Deputy Superintendent of Police, CSS. Mr. Roderick Muir, Acting Deputy Superintendent and Crime Officer. Ms. Dylan Grant, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Community Safety and Security Branch out of Kingston. Other gazetted officers from various formations. Executive members of the Jamaica Police Federation. Rank and file members of the JCF, including the JCF Band and the JCF Choir. Mr. Damian Price, President of the United District Constable Association, and other district constables present. Mr. Kimar Brooks, Superintendent of the Jamaica Fire Brigade here in Black River. Miss Francine Blackwood, Legal Officer, Area 3. Miss Dan Miller-Brown, CEO of the Black River Hospital. Mr. Alric Miller, SDC. A guest artist, Minister Kevin Downswell, and all other artists. Reverend Watson, other pastors, station pastors, Miss Cadian Brown, Myers Brown, Chamber of Commerce, and members of the business community. All other ladies and gentlemen, our valued sponsors, members of the media, our online audience, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of our area officer, Mr. Christopher Phillips, the officer in charge of Area 3, and the entire St. Elizabeth Division, it is my honor to welcome you to this inaugural community gospel concert held today under the theme Resilience, Rebuild, and Rejoice. We gather in a spirit of healing and hope, mindful of the deep wounds Hurricane Melissa inflicted on our parish on October 28, 2025. Black River and surrounding communities suffered severe damage. Thousands lost homes. Livelihoods were disrupted, and many families experienced profound loss. Those memories are still with us, but so too are the memories of the remarkable courage and perseverance of our people. Throughout the crisis and the ongoing recovery, your police officers, alongside essential workers, to include His Worship the Mayor, who was the chair of the disaster committee, served tirelessly under difficult circumstances. Tonight, we recognize the dedication, even as we also extend thanks to our partners, volunteers, community groups, faith leaders, and every citizen who assisted in one way or the other. Last year tested us in many ways, yet through partnership and commitment, we made significant progress. Notwithstanding the challenges, the lack of electricity, and other issues, the division closed the year with the following data. Rape was down 23%, shooting down 30%, robberies down 50%, and murder, which is live, was down 45%. We recorded 18 murders, the lowest murder rate in over 25 years. Whilst the data shows a downward trend, it must never be taken for granted or for us to be in a place of complacency. There have been 7 murders so far this year, and so it tells us there is much work to do. In fact, we will have to double our efforts to ensure that those who are committing offenses in this parish are held to account. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as I close, this concert is more than an evening of music. It is a celebration of the resilience that defines you and us as a people of this parish. It is a pledge of renewed strength to rebuild what was lost and to rejoice in the strength we find together as we come together in praise and worship. Let this gathering strengthen our bonds and renew our collective commitment to keep St. Elizabeth one of the safest parishes that there is. May the Lord bless you today, and may He bless Jamaica, land we love. Thank you so very much.
Come on, put your... Oh, no, he's not through.
No.
Go
Before
ahead.
I go.
You're the boss.
So we have, and Steve will list, we have over 25 sponsors that made this event possible. The stage, which was set up by West Palm. Then we have Nation Sound International, Carly's Pharmacy, and behind you, the Newly restaurant. If you haven't been there, you need to come and visit. And that's Level 8 Restaurant and Bar. And so many others. But tonight, I'd like to give 2 gifts as I take my seat. Commissioner, as I came here, I saw a little girl. She can't be more than about 4 years old. Little girl. And she was running. I came here early, about 7 a.m. And she said, 7 p.m. Mr. Minto. I said, well, you know my name? She said, I love you. And I want to call that little girl. I don't even know where she is. Her name is Ellen Grand. And I want her mother, Katie Ann, to come. I want to give out the first prize to Ellen Grand. And I'm giving her a gift voucher of $10,000 from Victoria Mutual. Come up here, mother, real quickly. We have to move on to the program. Her mother is a vendor. She sells in the town of Black River. And she came to my office yesterday and she said, Soup, can we come to the event to put out our items? I said, sure. And I got here after 6 this morning and she was already holding a spot at the gate. It means that she means business. Put your hands together for her and her daughter as she comes to collect the first gift of $10,000 from Victoria Mutual building
Yeah, give it up,
society.
give it up for her. Make some
Come
noise
on,
for Black
put it
River.
up for her.
Boy, next year, I will first to be on location.
And then, Steve, there was another vendor that was on the opposite side. I'd like to call Sharika Walker. You know, we have to look out for these persons, the small business community who make a living honestly. I want Sharika, is she here? If she come, I want to give her a basket real quickly as I take my seat. Her sister, let her sister come. I hear she's holding the stall. Hold it for me, my CPO. Yes, my staff officer. Sergeant Simpson.
Simpson is your CPO.
My staff officer, he
He's
is.
a good guy.
Yes, come quickly. Let me give. You know, these persons, you see them around, but they're doing an honest living. There are some others who live in some other areas who want to pray on the hard-working people who set up their businesses. They're the ones that I'm going after. Yeah, yes, those are the ones I'm going after. Yes, put your hands together for this. Yes.
Come on, make some noise for her. Bless you. Come on, put your hands together. Come on, musicians, make some noise for the superintendent of police in charge of St. Bess. Lord of mercy, St. Elizabeth.